Hello everyone. I know I have not been on YouTube that long. This is more of a quick video. I just want to hop on here and give my 2 cents on a discussion that I feel is very prevalent to society right now. It's Black women and something that has really been itching my mind. But before we get into that, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Please comment on this video, your thoughts on the topic we'll be discussing today. And without further ado, welcome back to another episode here on Juris Nicole. So, I know I've been gone for a long time.
Hey, hey, how y'all doing?
It's been a couple months since my last video, which I believe was last year in August. So, a little context for why I was gone for so long. I was actually in DC doing my congressional internship. I was in DC from August up until the end or the beginning of December. So I was gone for 4 months, very busy, did not have time to record, and was just away from my setup, didn't have my tripod. I'm in DC, I'm living my life, whatever. But I'm back and I'm better now. And today's video is going to be more like a discussion and less of a video essay style. I'm just going to be talking for a lot of this video and just giving my 2 cents on a conversation. And I know I'm hopping on the train about natural hair, but I just feel like it's something that I can chime in on, something that I can talk about because I obviously can relate to the topic of conversation. Yes, so without further ado, if you haven't already, please go follow me on social media. It's all at Nicole_Juris. And also go subscribe to my newsletter, which is in the link in the description of my channel. And yeah, let's go and get into it. So, the topic of discussion is, why do Black women have such an attachment and a codependency somewhat on our hair?
Guys, I just want to say I'm so thankful for this conversation around like natural hair versus wigs. It's been going on for years, but this time it's just hitting a little bit different. And I want to talk about this from a different perspective. The people that I see talking about this, we're all in our 20s, we're all in our 30s, cool. But talking about this and thinking about this from a mother perspective, like for those that don't know, I'm a mum. My daughter is 18 months old, okay? So a year and a half. And there's been so many times when I'm getting her ready for nursery and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to slick her hair. Her hair has to be in like two little bunches. It has to be. Why? And like this conversation has made me deeper even more because I'm like, if I wanted to send Kiki to nursery with her hair puffed out, that's not her hair undone. Her hair is done. It's the same way when we say to Black women, oh, when are you getting your hair done? My hair's done. It's growing out of my scalp. And I say this as someone that's standing here right now in a 2x6 closure wig. It's actually enough. Like, truth be told, I really don't care what people do with their hair, but I wanted to share this just from a mother perspective because it begins with us. Like, if anyone is pregnant right now, anyone plans on having a child and your child is Black, it's so incredibly important to get out of that mindset that their hair has to be slicked, that their hair has to be like gel through and why? I have started slapping black magic in my little girl's hair and calling it a day because what are we doing here? Like, it genuinely begins with us. So yeah, guys, thanks for this conversation. Although it's a very tired conversation because I've been hearing it for years, this time I think people really need to take in what that girl was saying. I think her name is Shannon, because it genuinely makes a difference. Like, it's not really like natural hair versus wigs and weaves. It's more at the core of it.
Slick backs, straightening, and constant manipulation. So, for a little context, I have been natural since I was 12 years old. I was relaxed as a child, like many other Black women. I was relaxed as a little girl from the years of when I was 8 till about 12. And I just remember the reason I really hated wearing my hair straight, which is the big thing, straight and just relaxed, was the fact that I couldn't live my life the way I wanted to or do things that normal kids did. I always liked to go swimming. We had a pool in my neighborhood, and my mom just would never allow me to go swimming. And so I just remember telling her that I just don't want to be relaxed anymore. And my dad sat me on the back porch of our house, and he cut my hair. And so I had a TWA for the very beginning of my natural hair journey. And here we are now, about 12 years later. I've been natural since 2014. It's currently 2023. I'm horrible at math, but a very long time of me being natural. I've been through a couple of hair phases throughout college, throughout high school. I was braided up a lot in high school. I love braids. It's one of my favorite styles ever. And when I was in college, I wore wigs, which, child, we're not going to talk about that era. Oh, child, my wig era was awful, to say the least. We're not even going to speak about that, right?
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo.
How bad my wig era was. But for the most part, I have been completely natural for relaxers since then. I wasn't big on straightening my hair throughout these years. Probably come to show in the fact that I had to get a big trim a couple months ago. But I have just experimented with my hair. I've been a wig person, I've been a braids girl, I've been a slick back girl, all the above. So I've had many phases of different styles, and currently the phase that I'm in right now is length retention. I have decided to go on a crazy non-negotiable strict program of growing my hair out this year, 2026. I really want my hair to be bra strap length. I know it looks really short right now, but I think we can get there by the end of 2026 and be bra strap length. We just have to get there. We have to really work it out. But for the most part, I have lived my life as a natural for a very long time. So I feel like I have a little bit of leeway and expertise to give on this topic, and also to give advice, because I know there's been a lot of discussion, people saying that we should be nice, kind, whatever. I'm going to keep it real and give the advice that I know I can give. So my advice as far as how all of this goes and where we are entering into society, I feel like the way we've been talking about this is that Black women feel that society has been the one to tell us that our hair was not enough, which, if you know the context, Tegan laws were a thing during enslavement. We weren't allowed to show our hair at one point in time, according to white society, right? And those laws have been lifted. Many things have changed over the years, over decades and decades. And even social norms have changed. I feel like a lot of people are saying this is a very chronically online conversation. I love the internet, so I'm going to be chronically online for this conversation. But even in my real life, I have people that I know that genuinely don't like their natural hair. I have plenty of people that I've been friends with, that I've been coworkers with, that I've been to school with, that people that genuinely don't really like wearing their real hair. And I think it's not really society at this point that's telling us to feel this way. It's something that we inherently do to ourselves. It's something that we do to each other as Black women. Nobody polices Black hair more than another Black woman. That's just the honest truth. Nobody polices Black hair more than another Black woman.
And there's this whole battle, natural hair versus wigs or weaves. What's your take on it?
Your natural hair is good for church programs. Your natural hair is good for when you want to pick your kids at school.
Oh, wow.
Don't bring your natural hair to my event. I have natural hair, but I'm wearing a wig. But I don't have to. I can wear my natural hair if I want to go out. If I'm going to the beach, I can wear my natural hair. It's good for the beach. If I'm going to church, it's okay. Do you get what I'm saying? If I'm going to pick maybe going to play with my niece, it's cool. If I'm in my house, it's okay. But why would I want to wear a nice ass dress, expensive dress, expensive heels? At least I'll do ponytail. At least. Like, but when you do natural hair, you're wearing a nice dress. I'm looking at the dress up. I just look at the face, and they do one thing. They do one thing when they pay me. So we not do that small makeup and say you're a minimalist. No, no, Chloe. No.
it's this notion of how we feel about, our texture. Because even I've heard the argument like, well, we like to switch it up. We like to change our hair. That's the point of wearing, extensions, all this stuff. I beg to differ. When I think of the versatility that is an afro, that is black hair, I'm thinking of the fact that you can go from a twist out to a braid out to bantu knots to locks to blown out hair to afros to silk presses to a multitude of myriad of styles that you do with your own hair. That's the versatility that I've always known about black hair. The idea that we see versatility only in slapping on someone else's hair to make us feel better is not the true versatility that I think everyone is saying. It's not the true versatility, because like straight hair is just kind of like a norm. Everybody in society outside of black women or mixed women or women who are racially ambiguous have straight hair. So I don't know how that can be really going against the grain or, versatile or changing or different. Everyone outside of our demographic of people or mixed demographic of people have curly or kinky hair. We do. Everybody else has straight hair. So I think that's not really the reason why we're doing this. I think the reason why is some inner reflection, some shadow work. Like one this girl on YouTube, her name is Boss Girlified, or Tima. Thank you, Tima, if you're watching this video. But we need to do some shadow work, guys, on why we think this way. Why you feel that your hair is not good for your birthday or for a gathering or for your graduation or for your grad photos. We have to really look deep down inside, and we have to really look at ourselves and wonder, why can't the hair stand on its own? I really want to leave that at this part of the video. Why can't the hair stand on its own, And what I'm saying is that I'm not telling you to burn your wigs. I'm not telling you to never straighten your hair again, okay? But what I'm saying is I need you to do the inner work as a black woman and really ask ourselves, why we like straight hair, why we constantly have to wear it in a style that is not like our own, why we have to constantly wear somebody else's hair to make ourselves feel beautiful, right? It's a question that you really have to sit with yourself. And I know everyone wants to say, well, the manipulation, the protective style argument, the I just don't want to deal with my hair. And it's kind of like, and I love the video that is a reference that everyone's talking about. We say we don't want to deal with the manipulation of our hair, but we deal with the manipulation of wigs, of other people's hair, their hair, washing it with, and I say this as a woman who used to do this. I used to wear wigs, guys. I'm not saying this as an experienced wig wearer. I used to wash, blow dry, condition wigs as much as I condition my own hair. And we still have to ask ourselves why we do these things. Why do we take care of their hair like it's meant to be precious and look at our hair as a problem? And it's something that I feel many black women in our lives, our mothers, our grandmothers, we have been taught to look at our hair, physically look at our hair as a problem. We've never looked at our hair as just hair. We've always looked at it like it's got to be tamed. It's got to be relaxed. Even the term relaxer, right? Your hair has to be relaxed so we can calm down. Like, it's wild. It's crazy. It's like, I need to comb through this. Like, why do we have that rough housing feeling with our hair when it's the most delicate hair type? Type 4 hair, if you don't know, scientifically is actually the most fragile hair type because of its fineness and how coiled our hair gets and how it can really break off in pieces. Like, if you do not take care of your hair, it's too dry. Like, we take this delicate flower that is our hair, because our hair really are like delicate flowers. We gotta look at it like that. Our hair are like delicate flowers. We take our delicate flowers that are our hair and we treat it like Brillo pads. Like we're raking through grass instead of looking at it as the little pretty lily or the little pretty sunflower that's sitting in the middle of the field that has to be plucked on every petal very slowly and to be, sprayed with water. That's what a sunflower, a pretty flower has to do. That's what a tree has to do. Take care of a tree. Our hair resembles nature. And just to add more of a spiritual context to this, black hair, if you did not know, it's a spiritual thing. There's a reason why God, the universe, made black women's hair the way that it was. It's a protector. We have melanin to protect from the sun, but we also have our hair to protect our scalps from the sun, to protect our scalps from endangerment. Our hair really helps keep us grounded and warm, and cooled. That's why it shrinks. That's why it does the things that it does. It's not there for no reason. It doesn't shrink for no reason. It doesn't do things for no reason. It's there because it's actually meant to protect you. Your hair, your skin, everything about you as a black woman is meant to protect you phenotypically. So why do we abuse it? That's the question I want to really ask and pose black women. Why do we abuse something that is meant to protect us at the end of the day? So kind of to want to conclude, or just kind of come to the conclusion of the discussion, because I really wanted this to be a quick video. I didn't want this to be too long. I know I can ramble. I know y'all know I can ramble for a long time. But I want you to really start looking at yourselves inward on why we feel this way about our hair. Why do we feel the need to tame it? Why do we feel the need to relax it? Why do we feel the need to straighten it out, to press it? Even think about the term press. Like, what do we have to press out our hair for? Our hair is a God-given gift that is meant to protect us. And I know I have a little bit of privilege sitting here with my hair, given that it's longer, it's thicker, it's all the above, it has a lot of the beauty standards that come with people wanting how natural hair is, what they want it to be like. But your hair in any form, whatever properties your hair are, it's meant to be that way because that's how you were created. That's what your hair was meant to be. So if it's short, if it's long, if it's curly, if it's kinky, if it's 4A, 4B, 4C, or 3C, because I know y'all want to be concluded too. Enjoy it, live in it, bask in it. Your hair is your protector, and it is meant to be on your head for a very big reason. I think we need radical acceptance right now. I know y'all want to be coddled into feeling how you want to feel about your hair, but some of you have really got to to really get rid of the self-hatred, because I'm just gonna end this on one last note. I went to a football game in January. It was state finals game for high school here in Texas. My cousin's the coach. He won state that time, so it was really good. It was a really fun game. Whole family was there. And I walked around the stadium for just about 20 minutes. I was walking around the stadium, go find my cousin. And these are high school kids. So these are high school girls. They're all between the ages of 15, maybe 18. Some of them maybe 18. And it was the hardest and saddest thing for me to walk around. And it's not even like I didn't go to these high schools. I went to these high schools. So I used to walk through their halls every day. I remember how it was when we were in high school, how we dealt with hair, all that kind of stuff. And I know, when I was in high school, and this is only 4 years ago, there would be girls some girls had their natural hair, some girls had afros, a lot of girls had braids, some girls did sew-ins. Some girls, if they knew they couldn't get any type of hair stitched in their head, they wore a puff. That was the norm. And it was the saddest thing to walk around the stadium and see that every last teenage girl, every last one of them had a lace front. Every last one of them had a sew-in. Every last one of them had straight-haired bundles down to their backs.
I saw hairstylists on here say that the girls, meaning the younger girls, the teenagers, they're starting to go bald at an earlier age. And it's because of these wigs. It's because of the wigs and the glue. I've been seeing people, hairlines start to recede, and it's because they put all their glue in their head, and when they get done, they're ready to take the wig off, they just rip it off.
Yeah. I want to leave you on a note that if we continue to let this perpetuate in ourselves about how we feel about our own hair, how we talk about our hair, my 4C can never, all this other stuff, I want you to know that those generation of women, that next generation of us that I met or that I saw at that football game, are who are going to be our age or older in the future, dealing with hair problems, traction alopecia, dealing with thinning, dealing with things that you should never be dealing about with your hair when they're in their 20s. So I really need y'all to calm the F down with all this talk about how much you hate your hair, how much you want to do this, wigs or this, I want to wear wigs all the time. Calm it down, because that is who you were truly influencing to be wearing these wigs. We are grown. Get it together. You can figure it out. But they're impressionable. Whole different story. They are impressionable teenage girls, and they are going to be the ones to really struggle if we keep this up. So tell me how you feel in the comments. Tell me how you feel. I know this is just a really short discussion. Let's get it going. I love y'all. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I really love y'all so much on this channel. This just might be team better. I love George Nicole. This is a really good vibe. Make sure to follow me on social media and like, share, and subscribe. And see ya later. Goodbye.